So this is on a topic, the topic asking for help. We all need help every now and then, either it be financially, spiritually, physically, or emotionally. Coming from others can actually get us through difficult times. Many of us, though, are unable to recognize when help is needed or are reluctant to ask for help that others can provide. We want to try to do most things ourselves. Some of us take real joy and great pleasure from caring for our yard, cleaning our house, shopping for favorite foods, or freely traveling for business and leisure activities. Then maybe comes to the day when all this has to change. Oftentimes we are afraid to ask for help. To many of us, it's a sign of weakness. We become reluctant to ask for help and try to do it ourselves, or else abandon the thought and give up. We are missing out on so many opportunities due to our fear to ask others to lend a hand. We must simply ask. It's that simple. Ask. Don't jump to conclusions and assume that the person we want to ask will not be in a position to help. Wait until they reach this conclusion themselves. If they can't help, then ask if they know someone else who can. It's the first step towards a new kind of independent and interdependent freedom. Now, there are some effective ways of asking for help, though. These don't apply to every situation, but they can help. So, one of the things that can help is if you demonstrate that you've tried to help yourself. People are more inclined to want to help those who've attempted to help themselves first. When asking for help, briefly explain what you've tried independently. That way, the person from whom you're requesting help from knows that you've tried to figure out the problem yourself. So some of these might be, I tried Googling or I tried restarting my device. Get to the point fast, though. Imagine you're giving a bullet point list. Number 2, demonstrate that you've acted on the person's advice previously. It's no fun when you've put in effort into helping someone and that individual doesn't follow through. People want to help those who they're sure will act upon the help or advice offered. 3 is consider the timing of your request. So one example given was my family loves to ask me for tech support. So I instituted a policy saying that only requests can be made from 7 to 8 p.m. each day. That way, my workday isn't disrupted, but it's not so late that it feels like just before bedtime. If you're not sure when the most suitable time to seek help, support would be, ask the person instead of just saying, I need to be like, hey, I'd like to ask you for help with something. When would be the best time to talk? 4, use foot in the door or the door in the face. These are sneaky tactics and should be used sparingly. The foot in the door technique is when you make a small request first to get the person into yes mode before you make a larger request. The door in the face technique is the reverse. It's when you make a large request, get denied, and then make a smaller request, which now by comparison seems more reasonable to do to the earlier unreasonable request. 5, don't make someone guess what you want. When asking for help, make sure the person knows exactly what you want from them. So by asking someone for help, you're actually giving that person the opportunity to boost their mood. So 6, make your requests using multiple channels. In customer service situations, if there are multiple options to ask for help, you may need to try several of them to get to what you need. It might be best to use phone, live chat, secure messaging, a face-to-face appointment, Twitter, depending on the situation. It usually helps not to be scared of using the phone to ask for help. And finally, 7, give help. If you offer or give help more than you ask for it, it becomes easier to ask, and people will likely be more receptive to your request. Spouses in particular tend to overestimate how much they contribute to their relationship. If you think you help your partner 1.25 to 1.5 times more than they help you, you're probably more likely at the 1-to-1 ratio. So make an allowance for, this bias. That's all I have to say. So thank you.